he filed a VFR flight plan. That means he was intending to fly all the way using his eyes and his knowledge as, shall we say, his directing factor. We have no other information about him thinking about going anywhere else. The FAA radar had him on track for a period of time, and then he dropped off radar, and we are, of course, concentrating our search in that area.
Where is that?
We're not making that public at this time because we don't want to have a bunch of volunteer searchers all of a sudden flying in there and creating an airborne hazard. But where that last known position is in a forested area. And speaking from experience, I can tell you finding a downed aircraft in a heavily forested area is a very challenging thing. It's simply, this is the last known position where the radar had him, but he may very well have descended to an elevation where they have no radar coverage and flown on. At this point in time, our search is strictly from the air. An aircraft search in weather like this means that we are also restricted by the FAA rules of maintaining 1,000 feet below the clouds and 1,000 feet above the ground. A day and a half after the occurrence, the odds of any smoke from a fire on impact would be long gone. So what we're looking for is signs of a burned area, trees with broken branches, tree tops clipped off. Standard equipment to have what we call an ELT, electronic locator transmitter, on the aircraft. It's triggered by a 5G impact, so even a good hard landing sometimes sets them off. But at this point in time, we have no reliable reports of an ELT being heard, so that's an unknown factor again. Theoretically, an ELT should have a battery life of about 7 days. Unfortunately, not everybody changes their batteries as often as they should, so it's sort of like a smoke alarm in your house. If you don't change the batteries, it's not going to work correctly. The aircraft is several years old, so the batteries may and may not have been properly maintained, and we have no way of knowing that. But as time goes on, we expand the search until the Air Force directs us to CEATS operations, and that is up to them.